This Mike Tyson, as fast as he was, as hard as he hits, I maintain he's the greatest.
Yeah.
The greatest heavyweight ever.
Joe Rogan has made it crystal clear that he thinks Jake Paul should back out of his upcoming fight with Mike Tyson. Rogan didn't hold back at all, giving a blunt opinion about Jake stepping into the ring with a legend like Iron Mike. Tyson is not someone to mess with if you're still new to the boxing world. He has decades of experience, and Rogan thinks Jake is out of his depth, going up against one of the greatest fighters in history.
He kept talking shit about him being gay.
Joe Rogan has been watching boxing for years, so he knows a lot about the sport. He's seen Jake Paul win some impressive fights, but Rogan believes Tyson is in a league of his own. Tyson is not just any fighter, he's a legend. Even though he's in his 50s, Tyson is still a powerful force in the ring. Rogan points out that this fight is very different from the YouTuber boxing matches Jake is used to, or even the retired MMA fighters he has fought before. Mike Tyson is not like anyone Jake has faced. Tyson's strength and experience make him a tough opponent, even now, after all these years.
That is in his mind still. That's in there. There's a dark chamber in his mind that he can open up.
Yeah.
And I think he's got it open.
Jake might be good, but Tyson is still terrifying. Even with all the training Jake has, Rogan believes he's not ready for someone like Tyson. Tyson's power is something special, and Rogan has seen it firsthand. One punch from Tyson can change everything, even a whole career. Rogan knows that Tyson's punches are no joke. He's one of the greatest fighters of all time, and his strength is something Jake hasn't faced before. Rogan is trying to help Jake understand that this fight is different from anything he's been through. Rogan's two-word advice? Step back. It might be a good idea to think twice before getting into the ring with Tyson. At the very least, Jake should avoid getting hurt by one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing history. Now, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are officially set to fight on November 15th, 2024. This fight is already one of the most talked about events of the year. It will take place at the AT&T Arena in Arlington, Texas, and fans are really excited. People are all over the internet talking about whether Jake can actually do the impossible. Can he go up against one of the greatest heavyweights ever and hold his own in the ring? The debate is huge, and everyone has their own opinion on who will win. This fight has everyone in the sports world talking. Tickets sold out in just minutes, and social media is going crazy. People from all walks of life, whether they are boxing experts or just casual fans, are excited about the big event. Everyone's ready to see Jake Paul face off against Mike Tyson, but not everyone is as excited as the rest. Joe Rogan, known for his strong opinions, is not convinced. Jake, I really need you to think this through. This might not be the fight you want to take. Seriously, please, take a step back and consider everything. Maybe it's best if you just stick to what you were doing before you got into boxing. Keep your focus there, and trust me, you'll thank yourself later. There's a lot at stake here, and going up against someone like Tyson could change everything. Take some time to really think about what's best for you in the long run.
Second podcast we do, Mike now weighs 230 pounds, and he's got these muscles in his forearms. So he's sitting there, and he's a different human. He's so intense that I was like, if this table was closer to him, I would be nervous.
Joe Rogan isn't just giving advice for no reason. He really thinks Jake Paul shouldn't take this fight. He's not someone who holds back when it comes to his opinions. And in this case, he's being very clear. Rogan sees this match as a big gamble for Jake. The risks involved are huge, and it could have a serious impact on Jake's boxing career. His fight is a make it or break it moment. If he wins, it could change everything, but if he loses, it might set him back a lot. There's a lot riding on this one fight, and Rogan believes Jake needs to think carefully before stepping into the ring with someone like Tyson. The point is this: going up against Mike Tyson is no small challenge, and Rogan feels Jake might be jumping into something he's not fully prepared for. Now, if Jake wins or even just makes it through all the rounds, he will gain a lot of respect in the boxing world. People will start to take him more seriously as a fighter, and his career could reach new heights. Winning against someone like Mike Tyson would be huge for Jake, and it would change how people see him. However, if Jake gets knocked out or completely beaten by Tyson, it could be a big problem for his future in boxing. Losing badly might make fans and critics question if he's really cut out for the sport. It could hurt his reputation and stop him from getting big fights in the future. Joe Rogan has always been very clear about what he thinks of Jake Paul's boxing career. He's given Jake some credit for the hard work he's put in and the improvements he's made. Jake has done well by knocking out former UFC fighters and stepping into the ring with experienced athletes. That's not easy, and it shows he's worked hard to get better. However, there's a big difference between fighting someone who used to fight in the UFC and taking on a legend like Mike Tyson. Tyson isn't just any boxer. He's one of the greatest heavyweights in history. He's known for his power, speed, and skill, which is a whole different level compared to the opponents Jake has faced so far. Rogan doesn't believe Jake Paul has earned the right to face someone like Mike Tyson yet. While Jake has done well in the ring, Rogan thinks he's still not at the level needed to fight a legend like Tyson. Jake's boxing skills aren't fully proven, and taking on Tyson right now is just too big of a risk. He straight up says that Tyson is just too strong for Jake at this point. He believes Tyson's power and experience will be too much for Jake to handle. In Rogan's opinion, it won't take long before Tyson knocks Jake down to the canvas.
The density, it's terrifying. And if they're older guys, I could imagine them making an agreement. Because if you watch the highlights, Mike never punches him in the face. And even if they do punch each other in the face, it seems like it's just like jabs and small punches. It does, like almost like sparring shots.
Mike Tyson may be in his 50s now, but Joe Rogan knows that Tyson can still hit hard enough to end a fight with one punch. Rogan has seen Tyson's power up close, and he's sure that Tyson's strength is still a big threat. This isn't the kind of fight where Jake can just avoid punches and try to outlast his opponent. Tyson has years and years of experience that Jake doesn't have. His decades in the ring make him a dangerous fighter, even at his age. Tyson's knockout power is legendary, and many fighters still remember how strong his punches are. Even though Tyson is older, his skills haven't disappeared. This isn't the kind of fight where Jake should be trying new things or taking big risks. He has every reason to be worried. Joe Rogan has seen many experienced fighters fall under Tyson's punches, and he believes that Jake just doesn't have the skills to handle Tyson. Tyson's punches are powerful, and Rogan knows they can knock out even the most skilled fighters. Jake might be able to take on other opponents, but Tyson is on a whole different level. Rogan thinks Jake won't be able to last long against someone like Tyson.
I maintain he's the greatest. The greatest heavyweight ever. Like that Mike Tyson, those fights were, you wanted to see executions. You didn't think anybody was going to beat him. Everybody he fought looked like they were about to die when they were in that ring.
But what do you think? Please share your thoughts down below.